to mix it on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
So you're already in the hole after the touchdown. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And goal at the Bengals' 9-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Bengals 7, Raiders nothing.
Now from the 9. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Zero lining up for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own. Yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Zero lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. And able to find Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now they run with Mixon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, he's to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Carr. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow got a man open. It's Ross. The 30, the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action. Now it's Carr. It's caught. outside, it's Smith. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
But able to get it up past the 45. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Carr to throw on second down. The open man here, Renfro. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 20.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Carr again. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. They'll drop this one down to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, Mixon. one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead. That could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Another Raiders 1st down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd and goal.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. reception here by Ruggs. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Cincinnati.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Burrow eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
22-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Chandler Catanzaro on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
16 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it.